you ever sat down, closed your eyes, and tried to find stillness, only to be overwhelmed by an unstoppable flood of thoughts? Thoughts from the past, worries about the future, random memories, and mental noise, bouncing like wild animals inside your skull. And you ask yourself, why can't I be calm? Am I doing this wrong? But what if the problem is not the thoughts themselves? What if the real cause of your struggle is the act of resisting? Tonight, let me tell you a Zen tale, one that begins with a simple instruction. Don't think about the monkey. Blank. Underscore. Blank. In a small village nestled deep in a green valley, surrounded by mountains and flowing rivers, there lived a man like any other. He had food on his table, friends in the village, a roof over his head. But inside, he was exhausted. His mind was like a drum beaten by invisible hands. Thoughts came in endless waves. He would lie awake at night, not because of noise outside but because of the noise within. He tried meditation. He tried walks in nature. He even tried chanting. But the more he tried to quiet the mind, the louder it became. One evening, under a silver moon, he heard stories of a Zen monk who lived far up in the mountains. A man known not for miracles or powers, but for the calm in his eyes, and the lightness of his smile. The man packed a few belongings and left before sunrise. In his heart, only one hope. Maybe this teacher will silence the chaos in my head. Blank. Underscore. Blank. After a long climb and a humble bow, the man fell to his knees before the monk. Master, he said, I beg you, my thoughts are tearing me apart. I try to sit still, but my mind pulls me in every direction. Please, give me a mantra, a practice, something to bring me peace. The old monk looked at him with kind eyes, and nodded. Very well, I will give you a sacred mantra, but on one condition. The man leaned forward. While reciting it, you must not, under any circumstance, think of a monkey. The man blinked. Don't think of a monkey? That's it? That's easy, he thought. He thanked the master, bowed again, and walked down the trail with hope singing in his chest. Blank. Underscore. Blank. That night, he lit a candle and sat cross-legged in a quiet room. He took a deep breath, closed his eyes, and began repeating the mantra, calmly, slowly. But no sooner had he begun, a vivid image of a monkey popped into his mind. He tried to push it away. Another monkey appeared, then another. Soon, he was surrounded by a circus of monkeys, jumping, yelling, doing cartwheels through his thoughts. He tightened his jaw, repeated the mantra louder. The monkeys danced harder. He cursed, shouted, tried again, but nothing worked. He spent the whole night trapped in a war with monkeys that only he could see. At dawn, exhausted and angry, he climbed the mountain again. Master, your mantra is broken. Before I came to you, I never thought about monkeys. Now they're everywhere. The monk laughed gently and pointed to a spot beside him. Come, sit with me. Today, I won't give you a mantra. I'll give you silence. Blank. Underscore. Blank. They sat. No words, no chants, just the sound of the wind, the trees, and a few birds calling from the branches. The man's mind was still noisy. The monkeys still danced, but this time, he didn't fight. He just watched. And as he watched without judgment, something began to shift. The monkeys slowed, their chatter softened, and slowly, they vanished. Not because he forced them away, but because he no longer gave them his energy. The monk smiled. You see now? It wasn't the mantra that created the monkeys. It was your resistance. The more you tried to not think of them, the stronger they became. What you resist persists. Blank. Underscore. Blank. The mind is like a pond. The monk continued. When you stir it, it becomes cloudy. But if you leave it alone, it clears on its own. Peace isn't the absence of thought. It's the ability to watch thoughts without following them, to hear them without obeying, to let them pass like clouds in the sky. Meditation is not a war. It is not control. It is the art of letting go. Blank_blank. The man stayed with the monk for a few weeks, not to learn more mantras, not to defeat the mind, but to sit, to breathe, and to be. He learned to observe thoughts like watching birds on a branch, to smile when a monkey returned not with fear, but with curiosity, because every thought was a mirror, every monkey a message. In time, peace found him, not the kind that's empty, but the kind that makes space. Stillness became his home. Blank_blank. Years passed. The man returned to the village, a different soul. He no longer feared his mind. He no longer fought to be free. And when people came to him, frustrated by their thoughts, desperate for calm, he smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story about a monkey. Blank_blank. If you, too, are struggling with your thoughts, if you sit in silence only to be flooded by noise, know this: you are not failing. You are not broken. You are not alone. Stillness is not about stopping your thoughts. It's about letting them be, like wind passing through a forest. So next time the monkey appears, don't chase it away. Just bow to it, smile, let it pass. One day, you'll realize the monkey was your teacher all along. Blank_blank. If this story helped quiet your heart, even for a moment, subscribe to Golden Bell Dharma for more Zen stories and reflections. Tap the bell so the next story finds you exactly when you need it. Until then, sit, breathe, and smile at the monkeys. Namaste.